Hello, everybody, and welcome to the official Halloween episode of our podcast. It's me, Dan Tendo.
And your other host, Nick Tendo.
We're here to talk about scary games, scary people, ghouls, ghosts, Frankensteins.
Horror in the bathroom, horror in the bedroom, horror
at work, sexual predators. We'll talk about you later because we'll talk about that. So we're going to go right into it. A spooky episode is coming your way right after this.
Ooh.
Scary games, don't scare me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary, scary, scary. Scary games, don't scare me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary? Kevin Spacey was in a Call of Duty game. Gives me the chills. Scary games, don't scare me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary? Kevin Spacey was in a Call of Duty game. Gives me the chills. Scary games, don't scare me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary.
Did I ever tell you that I made a girl cry after I had sex with her? Did I ever tell you that story? Random story, but I lost my virginity to a random German girl. And right after we had sex, she just started crying. And I was in this house by myself of my friends. We were just laying on the wooden floor and she started crying. And I'm like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And she's like, I don't want to leave. And I was like, I was scared. I think she was scared. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I think I patted her on her back or
there.
I was like, there, like, it's okay. And then I think I left 10 minutes later.
I think she was homesick, dude, and you ruined it.
Well, was she upset of that, or was she upset at the? Come on, she got it. Was she upset?
Yeah, probably all the above.
Yeah,
really thinking about it.
I think I found out many years later that she didn't know that she took my virginity.
She didn't know.
She told my friend who she knew. He was like, he was a virgin before that. And she's like, what? What did you say?
The Germans took another thing from us.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Germans taking everything. I think that was their most vicious crime against
that I can think of.
Yeah. So welcome to our Halloween episode, spooky episode. You're probably wondering, if you're watching the video version, you're probably more than curious why we're both shirtless. I actually have a reason. I don't think you really have a reason, but my reason was I was actually going to wear my Halloween costume that we're both going to a Halloween party later today. And I was going to wear my Halloween costume, and it's a Luigi costume, but I usually sweat profusely while we're podcasting.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, this is actually a fact, folks. I've seen it.
Yeah. And I actually sweat green. We've talked about this before, and the outfit's green, but it still would have gone through. And I was realizing if I just wore it during the episode, I would have just ruined it. So I didn't have anything on. I haven't showered yet. So I was like, you know what? I have the hat right here. So I'll just be
proof.
I'll just proof right there. I'll be just sexy Luigi. So if anyone wants to pause the thumbnail of this video right now and take a screenshot, draw me.
Wow.
I'll put this on my OnlyFans.
Only fan.
Yeah. One singular only fan. Yeah. So that's why I don't have a shirt on. And as soon as we started the video call, you immediately looked at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Well, because I literally had no shirt on for the past hour or two. And I was like, I'm doing the video call. I better put a shirt on. And I put a shirt on 3 seconds before I called you. And the video started and there you are, shirtless.
There I was shirtless. So you're the first person to see me shirtless in almost 2 years.
And now millions,
thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Well, our last video on YouTube got 0 views. So we're down to 0.
Well, I mean, if it's embarrassing, at least no one will see it, right?
Yeah, it's true.
That's my goal.
What the fuck did I want to talk about? Oh yeah,
horror.
Scary. No, yeah, horror. Because I wanted to talk about you. You got written up for sexual harassment at work.
This is actually a true statement.
Yeah. So if any females listening to this,
want to turn off, leave the room. It's fine.
Definitely, they've already done it when we first started.
they've done this. They've turned us off a long time ago.
Yeah. So tell the story about how you got written up for sexual harassment at work.
Well, it's a funny story. Our company hires a third-party sexual harassment seminar team. It's like either this one woman and this guy, or just a woman, or whatever. They come with PowerPoints. They come with pamphlets. They come with a sign-up sheet. Everyone has to do it at the company. It's a serious thing because there's been allegations at our company, and I was like, oh, whoa, we better take this seriously. So I walked into the meeting, and the woman, I recognized her from the year prior, walked out. I said hello. She said hello. So I walked into the room, and it was just all my friends and a couple of female coworkers who are friends of mine. They're funny. And I walked up to them and said, hey, ready for your meeting? Sweet cheeks. And I smacked both their chairs because I saw the lady leave. Like, I'm good. I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
Except the head of HR was like 10 feet over, that I didn't see her when I walked in the room. And she looked at me and went, and I was like,
you said you did it like so over the top and cartoonish that it had to have been.
I said, what's up, sweet cheeks? And I smacked both their chairs, and they both laughed.
Like, no rightful human, not even sexual predators do that.
Yeah. Sexual predators don't even say the term.
Yeah.
What's
Perverts,
up,
sexual predators, even people
they
from the
don't
70s.
do
Yeah,
that.
they don't do that.
No one does that. That was the joke.
Yeah.
Hence the whatever. Anyway, HR was there, and she saw me. Oops, my bad. I know the lady who gave the seminar wasn't there, and I was on my best behavior. And then a couple days later, I got called in the office, and I wasn't sure what it was for, but I kind of knew. And it was really funny because it was my manager and the head of HR, and they were like, we're giving you a suspension. And I was like, that's great. And they were like, you can't say that at the workplace. And I was like, I know. I was like, it was kind of a joke. And I know joking's not okay. I get it. Like, if someone's offended, I was trying to explain this to them. And they're like, no, you said it right before a sexual harassment seminar. And I was like, well, that's the only time I would ever say that, right before a sexual harassment seminar. I wouldn't say that any other time.
That, like, to this person who still doesn't understand that it's a joke, you like, saying it is just making you sound worse because you're sounding like more of a pervert. Like, no, don't you understand? Like, people are vulnerable at these things. I would only say it there.
But like, it's just so weird. Like, no one would ever say the sentence ever.
Yeah.
The only time you could is if you were making a joke entering a sexual harassment seminar.
Not even a cartoon character would say this stuff.
So anyway, a lot of people at work have been sending me things like a welcome home sweet cheeks bath mat. Someone tried to get me. That was really cool. Yeah. Someone thought that was funny. But yeah, no one uses sweet cheeks anymore. And
well, you actually didn't you get put on a probation?
I did.
You got put on a probation for that.
Yeah. So anyway, what's up, sweet cheeks? There it is. The horror.
Oh, we should have started the episode and called everyone sweet cheeks.
Yeah, we should have. But I still can't get over my manager being like, it was just the worst timing ever. And I was like, actually,
that's
the best timing ever.
You should have been like, that's comedy.
I know, but whatever. It was just
I'm
so
a
funny.
comedy
like,
genius.
Like, I just can't picture them being like, I usually say that, and I just pick the worst time to say it. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, like
think that's who I am. Like,
do they think you just say it when you're home?
I guess I don't know.
You say it to your son, like, "Hey, what's up, sweet cheeks?"
Anyway, yeah. So, for making fun of sexual predators, I was actually put on leave for a day.
Yeah. So that is scary. Who is that scary for?
Me.
What you did? Well, I guess that's scary for you because you weren't actually a sexual predator. So.
Correct. I was trying to take down sexual predators everywhere.
You were trying to. So here's what you were trying to do. You were trying to Me Too the Me Too movement.
Mm-hmm. And in turn, I got Me Too.
And in turn, you got Me Too.
Yeah. So
is this the Me Too episode? This is our Me Too episode.
This is it. Not the 9/11 one.
Not the 9/11 episode. Not the Halloween episode.
Not any of the other episodes.
Not any of the other episodes where we say we're talking about something and it turns into something else.
Yeah, it's this one.
Well, anyway, actually, someone I'm going to talk about later in this episode is related to Me Too. So we'll get there.
Okay.
But let's form this around scary things in general. What's your favorite scary moment in a game or a movie? Because you don't really. The funny thing is, you don't watch scary movies.
I don't watch scary movies. I don't even like scary games, really.
Which is weird. Are you scared of? Like, I always found that confusing. Do you not like them because you're scared of them? Do you not like them because you don't care?
I think I don't like them because they scare me a little bit. Like, I'll be like creeped out at night by myself.
Says the guy who calls women sweet cheeks. You're scared of horror movies.
Like it's not currently happening.
Yeah,
it happened one time. But no, I just don't like I don't like to be creeped out like by myself, like late at night. It's not a feeling I enjoy. Like I would get over it, and like I played scary games and watched scary movies, and I'm like, it's like, whoa, did I hear a noise? Not really, I'm fine. But like, I just don't like that feeling, so I don't go towards it. It's like if you don't like a kind of music, and like someone's like, "Are you afraid of it?" And I'm like, "Not really. I just don't really like it."
Who says that about music?
You never heard that?
Are you afraid of music?
Yeah, my buddy on at work, who I work out with in the gym, like he'll be listening to house music, and I'm like, "Can you turn it down?" He's like, "What, are you afraid of house music?" I'm like, "No, I just don't really like it." And he's like, "Are you afraid? Are the beats too powerful? Are you afraid that you'll like it?" And I'm like, "No."
Because I remember when I was thinking of this episode, I'm like, oh wait, he doesn't watch scary movies or really play. Like even back in the day, you probably did, but nowadays you don't really play.
What percentage of people like that kind of stuff? Because I feel like it's like everyone pretends that they're the only one who likes it, but really it's like 80% of the population. It's like I secretly like horror films and like scary games and scary movies. I feel like it's everyone except me.
I was trying to think. Yeah, you're definitely the only person that doesn't really enjoy any kind of horror, even like older horror.
Yeah.
But the only thing I was trying to think of scary moments that from a movie or a game. And did you play Alien Isolation?
Yeah.
I
didn't beat it because it's too scary.
I was gonna say, I think honestly, that was the last time. Yeah, it was the last time I was actually scared in a game.
Like hiding in lockers.
Because you're hiding under tables, and the alien literally is coming out of vents, and sometimes he'll pass you, and you'll think you're in the clear, and then he'll grab your legs and like shove the middle mouth in your fucking throat.
The middle mouth.
Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. Second mouth. Mouth two.
Mouth two. So that was the only time I can remember recently, the last time I was actually scared in a game. But the only thing, like scary movies don't really get me nowadays. Like maybe like a jump scare or something like that. And I don't really watch. You're
watching the whatchamacalls. Friday. It was not Friday the 13th. Oh no, you're watching.
Oh yeah, I was watching all the Chucky movies. Of course, all the Chucky movies are great. I was watching all the Jason and Freddy movies. Like those.
But do you watch them for comedy effect or like?
I watch them for entertainment value. I know that sounds not sick, but like I've seen them millions of times, and I know they're so over the top that it doesn't do anything for me. So even newer ones, I don't care about Paranormal Activity and all that stuff.
Okay.
But the only thing that's ever actually scared the shit out of me and make me like unnerving wasn't even from a movie. It was from a documentary. So I don't know. This is pretty well known, but do you know about the thing about the Twilight Zone movie? Like the accident that happened? You know, there was
no, I didn't even know there was a movie. So when did they make it? After?
So in the early 80s, there was a Twilight Zone movie. Okay. And they just, some of the segments were like old 60s skits that they just made newer versions of. But one of them was about a guy who was like a racist and a bigot. And the Twilight Zone part was like, they sent him to Vietnam or the Holocaust and stuff. So he had to relive being like, it was vice versa and stuff. So while they were making it, I think the scene took place in Vietnam. I could be wrong. I'm probably ruining all this information, but he goes and he saves two Vietnamese kids and they're running away from like an exploding thing. And there's a helicopter hovering over them. And while they're running in this like water, during the making of it, the helicopter like malfunctions and falls on them and kills them all
three.
Yeah, the kid and the actor.
Oh, it was a kid, one kid and one actor.
Two kids and an actor. And so the movie gets stopped or whatever. The director gets sued, but they still release the movie. Like, I think that's where that segment ends. Right.
Weird.
And it's pretty famous and everyone knows about it and stuff like that. And I think about a year ago, a documentary came out about, I think it was called Cursed Films, Cursed Movies, whatever. Mm-hmm. And one of them episodes was about that. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I know this. It's not cool, but like, I'll check it out. So they're showing like behind the scenes footage of the making of this movie, like all the rigged helicopter and like how they think the fire might be too wide, that it might actually affect the actors. And so they're showing the raw footage of when the actual thing happened.
Oh, did it show them dying?
Dude, I'm not even fucking kidding me. I don't know how many people have seen this, but I watched it and they show the raw footage of the helicopter malfunctioning, falling on the guy and the kids. And I'm pretty sure you see a propeller chop one of their heads off.
Ew.
It was the craziest thing because I'm just watching this episode. And it was one of the first times I've ever watched something where it unnerved me. And I rewound to make sure that's actually what I saw. It was the craziest thing. And I don't know how they got away with showing it on this documentary series. And I know like people are tuning into this podcast for like fun stuff, but like it was fucking insane.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the most fucked up thing I think I've ever seen physically.
Kind of a downer.
Well, it wasn't. The funny thing is, it wasn't even from a movie. It wasn't even from a game. It was from real life, a documentary from real life. But I just thought of something to counter that with something funny. The German girl I talked about in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
So her brother was named Edgar,
Okay.
and we used to call him Eggnog,
That's
which
a
I
pretty
thought
good
was
name.
hilarious.
That's pretty
So
good.
that's payback. Payback for World War II. I called this German guy Eggnog, and I had sex with his sister.
And she cried.
And she cried. That's what you get for the Holocaust.
That's what you get
I
for
single-handedly
World War II.
kind of balanced out everything.
A little bit.
You would say. I mean, the history books probably would disagree. This girl would probably disagree.
Mhm.
But
Everyone would probably disagree.
everybody listening to this podcast would probably disagree.
But you make a good point.
I make a valid point. Eggnog,
did.
I hope you're listening. Sorry for everything I've done to you.
And Eggnog's sister.
Eggnog's
sorry.
sister, I don't want to dox her. I'm just going to, I'll dox. Oh, wait, shit. I already doxed Edgar. So,
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
and he lives in Germany. Go find him.
You're good. Everyone, look for him. I think you
Yeah.
can find him. All our followers are probably
Probably
like,
just type
get
in
to the
Eggnog Germany. And it'll probably come up.
keyboard warriors are going to town right now.
I just realized we didn't even, all we said was it was a Halloween episode. So this episode's called Alone in the Dork. So my main objective was to just look at horror games and try to find some dorks that are associated with horror games. Losers in them, you know?
Leon from Resident Evil 2.
Well, before we get into it, actually,
Oh,
well, I just wanted to set what we were going to talk about. And also there's a secret segment at the end.
is
that yes, so there's a segment at the end that's kind of pretty disgusting, and I was actually pretty happy I thought about it. So I can't wait to talk about that at the end. We're going to go on our first break now, and then we'll talk about some dorks in gaming.
it? Wow.
Aside from the two dorks that are shirtless on screen right now.
Which one?
We'll be right back.
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom?
And we're back. So let's talk about some of these dorks. Nick, what do you got? Let's talk about some dorks in horror games, because it's Phil. I mean, I feel like every person in a 90s,
Horror
2000s horror game is a fucking dork.
They're kind of a dork. Actually, my two favorite games, and the only horror games that I really played were for PlayStation, the original.
Yeah.
And it was Silent Hill and Resident Evil 2. Or like
the two ones that everyone's going to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, I played them all. I got crazy on them. And both main characters kind of huge dorks.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What's his name from Silent Hill? Is it Harry?
The first one was Harry Mason, right?
Harry Mason.
We made fun of him numerous times. He
He's
forgot
been
his
made fun
daughter
of
or
here.
some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was James Sunderland. He killed his wife.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's a little.
One of my
darker.
dorks is actually from Silent Hill 2.
Which one?
Well, Silent Hill 2, it's not really, they're not really a dork. Silent Hill 2 has a joke ending where you find out that the person that's the architect of all the shitty things that are going on in Silent Hill is a dog at a computer panel.
Oh, so I guess that's a dork. Is that a dork?
Well,
Is that considered
the
a dork?
dork, I feel like the only dork is for them not making it canon, because they officially said
Glossed over it.
yeah, they're like, that ending's not canon. I'm like, well, you're a dork for not making it canon, because you know how fucking weird the Silent Hill universe is. Why not just make that the real ending?
Right, like go for it. I think they were afraid of it. They're dorks. The people who made Silent Hill, Konami, they're dorks.
What was the dog? The dog's name was Shiba or some. I don't know. I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, I was kind of annoyed because I love that picture. There's like a screenshot of a dog with headphones on,
And
touching like cranks and staring at a computer
levers.
screen. It's so good.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true horror when you think about it. To think that a dog could use headphones, like that's scary in itself. Like I'm getting terrified right now thinking
Imagine
a
a
dog
dog
could use
Twitch streaming.
headphones. Oh no, I couldn't. This is actually scarier than anything we've talked about today so far.
Oh god, yeah, it gives me the chills.
You can see my goose flesh. Do you call it goose flesh? Does anyone call it goose flesh? I think
no, that's a good one though.
What's it really called? Goosebumps. Some people call it goose pimples.
I never heard goose flesh or goose pimples.
Yeah, I think it's like old people terms.
I feel like goose flesh sounds like a good horror movie.
Goose flesh,
or it sounds like a sex move.
Goose.
I did a little goose flesh on that German girl.
You did, and that's why she's crying.
That's why she cried. Now it's kind of coming back to me.
Okay, that makes sense. You honked her, I guess.
Yeah. And that's why you got written up for sexual harassment, dude. You're saying things from like the 30s. Sweet cheeks and honked her.
Well, no, like a goose, like you honked at her.
Jesus Christ, man!
Maybe
this episode's gonna get me too.
Maybe you pooped her on the floor on her and honked at her. I don't know.
Oh God, man! Jesus,
that'd be a cool move.
Be a cool move. What's another dork you could think of?
I don't know. What's his name? Resident Evil 2. Leon.
Oh my God, yeah. My brother used to have Leon's haircut. You know, like that part.
Like it's like a bowl cut, but not quite.
Yeah, it's like a bowl cut, but it has that like, you know,
in the middle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my brothers used to have that, and it's like looking back at old pictures, it's like the craziest thing.
Do you think he asked for the Leon Kennedy when he went to the barbershop?
Honestly, I think he did have it after. Can I get the Raccoon City Police Department haircut, please?
Kid, I told you I don't know what that is. Here's a picture.
I know he specifically doesn't listen to this podcast every time I ask him to listen to episodes. So fuck you, John. We're gonna make fun. We're gonna make fun of your hair. We're gonna make fun of your hair. We doxed them. We're gonna make fun of your hair. We're gonna make fun of you not listening.
Yeah. How about that, John? Jonathan.
Yeah, his full name. Say his full name, Jonathan. People might just be like, "Oh, is it just John? John? No, it's Jon. Than. Like, yeah, man, find him.
Like you're doxing him, but like, never mind. It's good.
There's another dork, actually. Another one I can think of from a Resident Evil game is Resident Evil 4. I don't know. Have you ever played that?
No, 3 is as far as I got, I think.
So 4 is the one where you're Leon Kennedy, and I think he still has that like funny bowl cut hair. But he goes to this like town, and there's like infected people. It's like the first one without legit zombies. But later in the game, you're about to get off this island that you're on, and this helicopter pilot named Mike, you just get introduced to, and Leon's talking to him like, Mike, thanks for showing up. Like they're best buds. Yeah. And the guy's on screen for like 2 seconds. And one of the bad guys shoots a rocket launcher at the helicopter. And when the helicopter gets hit and blows up, Leon cries out the guy's name. Like they've known each other for like 30 years.
They're
He's
best friends forever.
Mike!
That's kind of cool. I like that.
It's one of the funniest things because then
dorky.
Leon turns around. He's like, you're next. Like he says it to the bad guy. I'm like, you just met this guy. So I love that the guy Mike is the biggest dork because he shows up and he already gets Leon to fall in love with him.
Wow, that's kind of a romance that never was.
The romance, weird? Yes. It's like Romeo and Juliet, Leon and Mike.
That's kind of the way it goes. I think that's actually the next Leon and Mike.
Another thing is me and John would always joke about that Mike scene. But now, John, we're not joking about it anymore because you don't listen.
If you were listening right now, I'd say pick up the phone, call your brother, talk about Leon, talk about Mike, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I refuse to do it.
It's a family torn apart.
Yeah, this episode is tearing.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah. Another one is Edward Carnby. You know who that is?
The name sounds really, really, really familiar.
He is the lead character in the games Alone in the Dark.
Oh, is he?
So he is a huge fucking dork because 1, he's corny as shit. 2, he has a giant mustache in the first one, which I'm not against, obviously. You know, he just moves really slow. He's a private detective, but he's always like going to these, like you would think that
places.
You're going to these seedy places. You would think after the first time you did it, you're like, I'm not taking these crazy jobs anymore. There's like 8 sequels. So he's done this. This is like Die Hard. He's like,
he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. But so the first one came out in 92, but they're like shitty computer games. But so there's different variations of him and they're all dorks. The first to the third one, he's one dork. There's a fourth one that's a different one. Hey, just wanted to interrupt the episode real quick just to let everyone know from here on out, for some reason, my laptop only picked up audio from the laptop and not my microphone. So I come across as louder and with more of an echo. You may have to up or down the volume. I'm not really sure. Hopefully it's not hard to hear, but it does kind of suck. This hasn't happened in a while. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the rest of the episode. Just imagine I'm a ghost and I'm talking to Nick and Nick's talking to a ghost. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode. I watched a clip from the Christian Slater movie adaptation, and he's like too cool for school. He wears like a long brown trench coat. He's not great in it.
He's not cool. That's the problem.
Tara Reid is in it. Isn't she in the Sharknado movies?
Yeah. I didn't know Tara Reid was in it. That's kind of cool.
It's terrible. But yeah, it's funny because I feel like he has I think it's the same as James Bond because James Bond has like 5 or 6 people that play him. I think Edward Carnby is like 5 or 6 different variations of him.
So like they're the same person, some people would say.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I mean, Alone in the Dark, figured we'd talk about the OG. Those games were actually before Resident Evil. I think they precursed the survival horror games.
What system? Did they ever come to other systems and everything?
So the first 3 were just on PC.
Yeah, computer.
And 99, 2000, they were on like Dreamcast and PS1 and Nintendo 64.
Oh, who was playing like Alone in the Dark on a Dreamcast? That person should call.
I was actually thinking about buying it for my Dreamcast because that's the only system I can play in an Alone in the Dark game on.
Wow, that would be weird.
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation. I think my ex still has my old PlayStation, but let's not get into that because she has a lot. She got us a lot of things right now. But yeah, so Edward Carnby, can you think of any other dorks from any other popular games?
I feel like, I don't know. I was just thinking they're all dorks. Did you have, I didn't go by a list of dorks. In fact,
I have a good one that's not from a horror game. Do you know who Jonathan Irons is? Is it Jonathan Irons? Jonathan Irons from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Okay.
So he's probably the most disgusting, horrifying person in a game. You may know him from his real life actor, Kevin Spacey.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can you believe that Kevin Spacey was in a fucking game?
That's disgusting.
It gives me fucking chills.
Did they replace him?
No. I think this was 2014. So this is before he was revealed to be a pervert.
So his voice is still in the game.
Not just his voice, dude. Have you ever seen this?
No.
It's a mocap, like it's him.
Oh, geez.
He's forever immortalized in Call of Duty game. So this is the same as the what were we talking about before? The James Bond game. If you have a copy of this game with Kevin Spacey in it, you better fucking hide it because we're coming to get you.
Like, that's crazy. So you can boot this up around unsuspecting people. Just, don't mind me. I'm coming in the living room. I'm going to boot up this game for grandma. And Kevin Spacey shows up.
And grandma starts like crying. Be like, Grandma, why are you crying? Like, because you like Call of Duty? No.
And she doesn't even know why. That's the thing. I can't.
He's actually, I think he's also in the video game adaptation of the movie Superman Returns because he played Lex Luthor.
Wow.
So I think he does voice for that too. So both those games, I think the FBI actually put them on a list as horror games.
Can you imagine playing both in a room full of innocent people?
Oh my God. Everyone would be throwing up.
I would.
I mean, that's pretty much the equivalent of like playing like a House of Cards game. Is there a House of Cards video game?
Oh my God. If there is, I hope it's been scrapped.
Honestly, as crazy as he is right now, because he posts those House of Cards videos, he probably made his own House of Cards game.
You think, is that illegal to make yourself in a video game if you're rich?
Is he rich though?
Rich enough, maybe.
Yeah, but I feel like he lost all his money because
of the Me Too. Well, maybe he's got like some money and I don't know, he's paying a small team of.
Oh my God, shit. Do you think he gets residuals from this Call of Duty game?
Yeah, probably, dude. That's disgusting.
Wow, Activision. Is it Activision? You're fucking gross.
It used to be at one point. So Activision, you're gross.
He probably lives in Germany with eggnog.
Yo, they're probably best friends. They're probably they're probably laughing at your first goose flesh.
Do I have one more? I have a bonus dork.
Oh, a bonus dork, dude. We call that a bork.
A bork.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a bork. A bork is actually a professional athlete. Kurt Schilling. You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
He's one of the one of 5 baseball players I think I know in my entire life because he played for the Phillies. He started a video game company called Yes. So you know the story. He started 38 Studios. He took out a lot of money from Rhode Island, took out loans to make a game. Then he wound up not paying the loans back and not paying his employees, and then the game bombed.
Everything crashed.
So he's the biggest non-horror related video game dork of all time.
And he's horrifying to the people who never got paid.
Yeah, that's true. He's the boogeyman.
He kind of is.
Like, will he or won't he show up to pay us?
I don't know. Yeah, dude. That's a good question. So
yeah, because Kevin Spacey is a dork for different reasons. Because he used his dork on people.
Yeah. Alone.
Yes. Alone in the dork. Oh my God. Kevin Spacey is always alone in the dork with his dork.
Yeah, that's kind of wow.
Do you think the algorithm is going to pick up this episode and be like, this one podcast keeps mentioning Kevin Spacey?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they'll catch on.
And the Holocaust and 9/11. We need to find these guys and who they are.
Shut them down.
Yeah.
Or promote them.
Oh yeah.
So this actually goes in line with the other direction that you started with. Were there any video game moments or anything that scared you? Like actually scared you?
So aside from the Alien Isolation, like the scary moments in that, There was a recent game that actually scared me because I played it with all the lights off, but it's a game called Observer. And it was sort of like, I don't think it was an indie game, but I played it a couple of years ago. And it's basically Blade Runner. It's basically like that's Blade Runner setting, but as a horror game.
Okay.
It's like cyberpunk horror. And it was the craziest thing because when you're playing with all the lights off and like it's a first person game, the atmosphere is so crazy and fucked up. Like you're jacking into people's brains, like you're seeing like mutilated bodies. Like just literally imagine Blade Runner setting, but horror.
So Omicron, the Nomad Soul.
Basically, everything goes back to David Bowie and Omicron.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's me, David Bowie.
Omicron. The Resident Evil 2. I don't know if you remember this part of the game, but I literally had my neighbors over. It was like Scott, Andy, maybe someone else.
What are you doing, dude? Saying their names.
I'm doxing them. I'll do it right now. And then Dan Zamaro, dude, he was there.
Oh, that fucking dude. Can we talk about him?
No, I don't know, dude. He's in Japan or something.
Oh, fuck him, man.
He's doing Japan.
He used to be, okay, real quick, because I need to get this off my chest too. This is like, if anyone listened to a previous episode about a guy named Hank, we also grew up with this guy named Dan Zamaro. Right? And he's the first one to move out of the neighborhood.
Cinnamonson, dude.
He was super corny. I don't care if he hears this. He was super corny. I'm not really mad. I just want to like, you know.
You're disappointed in him?
I'm disappointed in him because he never contacted us and said like, hey, well, I owe everything to you guys. You guys are so funny. I love your podcast, stuff like that.
He hasn't
reached out once. Yeah. But then he moved to Japan and then I would randomly see pictures and I'm like, yo, fuck this dude.
Yeah, fuck this dude. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Finally, one of us had the courage to say it.
Where did he move to? Cinnamonson?
Cinnamonson, New Jersey.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
All right. Who does that? Like, did anyone else you know?
Who leaves us? Two shirtless guys doing a podcast. Who has the balls?
I don't know that he made the right decision, and I still think he's probably... I hope it haunts him. There, I said it.
I hope he got a divorce. I hope his kids don't like him. I think he has kids. I don't really know. I hope the Japanese government is going to extradite him.
Wow, and send him back here to Cinnamonson.
Send him back to his childhood neighborhood. Yes.
Well, they're just right past it because, like, not the first one, the second.
Yeah. Okay. So Dan Zamaro was over your house for Resident Evil.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were all playing, and it was you're in like some basement running around, and there's a full length mirror in a police station, I guess. And I went by in this room like 5 times, and nothing happens, and I couldn't find anything, and I was just looking for an item that would trigger the next whatever that I was supposed to open, and I didn't use a strategy guide, so I was just like looking around. It was like 15 minutes of literally everyone in the basement watching me go room to room. Which, by the way, do people still do that? Like watch one player play a one-player game? Like
no, I mean this is Twitch now.
Yeah,
people pay to just watch hot girls play. People don't pay. People don't not pay to watch losers play.
Right, in person.
In person. In person. Yeah, pretty much.
I remember I was like, oh, there's an ink cartridge in here or like something that would further the story, but I just picked it up. And as you leave that room, the glass from the thing burst.
Oh my God.
Bugs in there. And everyone screamed. And my heart, I still remember my heart was racing. I had to pause the game and like be like, oh my God, did we just see that? And everyone was like, oh my effing God. And like, we were really scared. Like we were actually scared.
That's that scene. An equivalent scene is the scene from the first Resident Evil where you're walking down the hallway and dogs come out.
Window. Yes, correct.
I'm not going to lie. Like, even though I know it's coming every time I've probably played that game, it's still like a good shock.
Yeah. And
because you know it's going to trigger if you turn like a certain corner, but still when they come flying out, like, imagine being at 1996. You'd shit yourself.
Dude, 1996. We were there. We were crapping our pants. We were doing the goose flesh all over people.
We were goose fleshing all over each other.
Yeah, we were goosing everybody. So that was the actual scary, like, shock scare that scared everyone in the house at the time. And that was like, whoa.
Yeah, aside from Alien Isolation, when like the alien would randomly grab me, I wish I could think of something from that game Observer, because if you get a chance to play it, it's actually like a really crazy game. It's a really cool game. It's really horrific. Like that combination of cyberpunk and horror. I didn't think that I would want that. And it's pretty terrifying.
It's weird. I guess Control is kind of horrifying a little bit in a weird way.
A little bit. It's more, I feel like that's more like paranormal.
Super.
Yeah.
Silent Hill, dude, that's actually scared me the first way when I first played it.
With the babies and the fog and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you have to die in the beginning. Like, remember that?
Oh yeah, because you're getting attacked.
Weird. Yeah, and it's like you can run around, but it's like in a maze, so you have to die. So he wakes up like, oh, what happened? And literally the worst voice acting in any game. It still bugs me.
Wait, do they talk in the first one? Do they actually have voice acting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the little word bubbles, but then it's him talking, and he says stuff like, Cheryl, ... Cheryl, is that you? Huh. What is this? A radio? Some sort of radio?
One of my favorite things I've ever seen is
the dog jumping, and it says no dog here, or whatever, the doghouse. It's a meme.
No, that's really good though. Yeah. No, another one I saw is he's looking at a bookshelf, and like he sees like just if you're looking at something, he's like, oh, I just found a cup. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
Well, he looked at a bookshelf and he says, a Bible. Nothing special.
It's so good.
It was one of the favorite things I've ever seen a screenshot of. I'm like,
that's good.
Beyond amazing. That means Harry Mason is anti-religion, even though he's in this town full of religious zealots and psychos.
Looking for his daughter.
Yeah. You have to believe in religion if you're in hell. But yeah, the Bible is nothing special.
Yeah, no, just a Bible. Nothing.
I think the only time, to kind of reverse, I think the only time I was a dork in a situation where I wasn't using my dork was I was playing a recent game called The Evil Within. That's a newer game. Not newer, but like the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. It's made from the guy. It's either made from the guy that made Resident Evil or Silent Hill. And you play a cop and you go on a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you show up in a mansion and stuff like that. But I was playing it. I wasn't really feeling it. But as I was playing it, it's so gory and kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And the situations you're in, I think one time I was falling down a vent into a basement that was just covered in blood. It was it was all over the place. It was disgusting.
Very Silent Hill-y.
Yeah. Just imagine Silent Hill, but kind of ramped up, of the brutality
and everything. Yeah.
And I wasn't maybe that's why I wasn't feeling it, because I was being a dork and I was like, I don't like this. I wasn't about this.
Like me when I don't like horror games. I just don't.
Yeah, pretty much. I was being you to horror games. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, that's the only time I could think of that I was actually not into it, but also kind of disturbed enough to not want to play it anymore.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at all these videos with the dude with the beekeeper head. Or
yeah, it's kind of a wild game, and I only played a half an hour of it.
That's kind of...
I can't imagine what happens right after I stop playing.
So wait, you never.
No.
Yo, dude, the game is haunting you. It's dead, dude.
I'm still talking about it.
Yeah, it's fucked you up, man.
So we're gonna go on a break. We'll be right back.
New to this episode.
You know what? So we're gonna come back and talk about the segment that we're gonna talk about. It is human NP centipede. Now, if you can gauge what that might be about,
I don't know.
You better come back.
What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom? What the Famicom? What the Famicom? Famicom?
All right, we're back. Of course, Nick, I have a soundbite for it, right?
I figured you did.
So this is our segment called Human NP Centipede.
Human NP Centipede.
Was that loud enough for you?
Yeah, it was loud enough for me. It really hits home.
Yeah, no, it always hits home when I do a voice thing alone in my apartment. So basically, Nick, explain what human centipede is for anyone that maybe might not know, even though probably everyone in the world probably knows.
It's kind of a scenario where, let's say, a bunch of us were trapped together and maybe you attach people's hands to people's feet. And then, I don't know, the only way you can eat is if you eat whatever the other person in front of you craps out, and then you crap it out and the person behind you eats it. And it's a human centipede. It's pretty disgusting. It was a shock film, I guess, 10, 12 years ago at this point?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's been 10 years.
I think it's older than a decade. And really, it's still pretty recent. I'm like, no, human centipede, that gross thing.
And for the first one, it was a doctor that put people together. There was 2 sequels, which I think...
I know there was 1 sequel.
The second movie was even more fucked up, and I didn't even want to see the third one. But anyway, so I thought of a scenario what gaming characters would make the perfect human centipede? Let's just put video game characters in human centipede. So basically, Mario's mouth to Donkey Kong's asshole, and Donkey Kong's mouth to Bowser's asshole. We're just trying to think of characters.
Chain of command. Okay, so first one I came up with, just randomly, Ian, Christy, Helena Douglas, Hitomi, Lee Fang, and then Tina Armstrong.
I don't know who any of those people are.
They're the girls from Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball.
That's such a good answer.
So that's what I.
Now, how many people was that? Was that 4 or 5?
That was 4 or 5. That's
okay.
Would be the perfect number, and it's like I don't know, something about it just seems like it would be good for science or math or I don't know.
Yeah. My first one I thought of was Bill Cosby, Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, but they're not video game related.
they're not video game.
No, but I feel like it's a fitting end for them.
It is.
That's really what that's instead of going to jail and going through all these and have the government pay for all these court cases and stuff. Just Human Centipede, Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. And
just put them on display in a museum. Just be like, these are the 3 guys.
That's. I mean, that's.
Is that not poetic? Is that not poetic justice, but poetic justice? Poetic justice.
I got it. It's pretty good.
So my real first one is Kirby, Pac-Man.
Dude.
What?
No,
and the llama from Fortnite.
What? The llama?
Is the llama like a real llama or a pinata llama?
I think it's a pinata llama.
Okay, yeah. So Kirby can just absorb whatever comes in him. So if he's in the end and somebody's shitting out, wait, is the last person's butthole sealed up?
No, I think they would still have to poop, I would think. I don't know.
Okay, so Kirby just absorbs everything from the first people. So he's already absorbing things before. So what's the difference? He would probably enjoy it, actually. He's always eating.
And he's turning it into something.
Yeah. Pac-Man, always eating something too. So he should probably be... he'll probably be in the middle, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
the llama can just be in the front, I guess.
Okay, the llama. Okay, heavy diet of fiber and.
Yeah, well, my main thing was I was trying to think of video game characters that had no use for their mouth or their butthole, because if they weren't already using one of those 2 things, it would just be easy to put them in this scenario.
Yeah, very, very easy. That's how I thought of it. Actually, I had another one.
Okay.
It was Wario, Sahad. Dude. Gon from Tekken, and Abe from Abe's Odyssey.
So I think
one more person.
Wow, you're making like a giant one. This is like the second movie. The second movie.
That's Fart Lady from the Sega Genesis game DJ Boy. So yeah, if anyone is gathering, I just picked 4 characters that fart in video games, or 5.
Perfect. So they're just going to keep, instead of pooping, they're just farting in each person's mouth.
Farting in each person's face. It's like a fart factory. It's a fart fest.
I love it.
Like it's almost like turning the problem on its head. Like everyone thinks it's going to be a poop and eats it.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually really that's really meta, but also very, very political and of the time.
I found that on farthub.com. Farting.
You know what? I know you're not lying at all.
God, I just Googled it a minute ago.
Holy shit.
The video game characters that fart. So
okay.
Other stuff here I can check out on Fart Hub, but well,
you know what? Keep that tab open and we'll make that the next episode.
Okay.
Episode 36. What video game characters farts we'd want to eat? Okay. So I just realized that, you remember Abe's Odyssey?
Yeah.
Abe from Abe's Odyssey? Yeah. All his like race is called the Mudokons, but all their mouths are sewn shut already.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
So you already got one thing out of the way. So if you just do 3 Abes,
or the end or something.
Just do 3 Abes, 3 Mudokons.
That works.
I think they're not. Their buttholes are not sealed because one of the buttons you fart.
Yeah, it is.
You're like hello.
Good imitation.
Wow. Yeah, so 3 Abes. My next one, I actually didn't have a full next one. I remember there was a guy with no mouth in Twisted Metal Black.
Okay.
I think his name was just called No Face, but he had no mouth. So I just figured you're not using your mouth. You already got one of the things out of the way. Is there any other characters from Twisted Metal that don't have mouths or butts?
Like Sweet Tooth, kind of? No, he's sort of.
No, he's a giant clown. Oh well, what about Axel, the guy that has giant wheels?
Yeah, he would be good because he's already
a mobile human centipede.
Mm-hmm. He's driving that chain.
Just imagine like me going out, like about to go for a walk, and down the street I just see one person with their mouth shut, a middle person like Kirby, and then the third person has his mouth sealed to somebody's butthole, but with giant wheels, he's just driving.
Yeah, his arms and legs are stuck to wheels. Yeah. I think what you just discussed is something that you would see outside your front door and you would call the police.
Would I though?
Maybe you just let it go and call me.
Yeah, I would probably text you and be like, yeah, dude, I just saw some great things.
Oh, dude, you got to check this out.
Yeah, I really wish I could think of other people because, again, I was thinking of people that didn't have use for their mouth or buttholes. But in video games, I feel like, but now that games are realistic, more realistic, everyone has a mouth or a butthole in games, which is kind of bothering me.
I was actually going to go a different direction. It was going to be Solid Snake right? At the end, Otacon in front of him, because that would really piss him off. Right? And then,
wait. Oh, that he's eating Otacon shit.
Yeah, and then in front of him, Sniper Wolf, because he loves her. So like he would love it, but like it would be gross. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but not all three. Like nobody in the centipede gets to get anything out of it. So Otacon eating.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then in the lead, Johnny Sasaki.
Johnny Sasaki. Holy shit! So you're telling me, ready? You're telling me the guy from Metal Gear Solid series that does nothing but have diarrhea is the first person on the human centipede, and he's shitting in a girl's mouth.
Yeah.
And behind her is a guy that is in love with her, so he's licking her butthole.
Ew. Yep.
But also getting shit. And the guy behind that guy
hates
Otacon, so he has to lick his butthole, but unwillingly.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that literally like blew my mind. That is the best video game human centipede. I'm saying it right here. It's better than anything I've said. It's better than anything anyone ever thought of.
Well,
because you're literally ruining
love.
Yes,
it's love and hate. I'm playing off a lot of love, a lot of hate.
Holy shit, Johnny Sasaki. Yeah. Holy shit, indeed. Yeah, Johnny Sasaki. Like,
good episode.
Good episode. I just realized that. Did you ever see the first one? I forget the first human centipede. Did they die? They die. I think at the end, like they try to escape, and one of them kills themselves. Another one like accidentally gets killed. So I think the middle one is the only one alive. So they just have to like chill there with like their mouth on someone's butt and somebody's mouth on their butt.
With dead people? Yeah,
I think it ends like that. I think like two of them die and the third one is just like, oh my God, like this is my life.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get more into the human centipede story, I guess.
Oh, man. I think I bought that on DVD for, like, my mom when I came out. I'm not even kidding. I think, like, me and my brother bought, like, fucked up horror movies that we thought were, like, crazy. And we bought that and, like, a movie called Rare Exports. You ever hear that?
No.
It's like a horror movie where, like, these Norwegian kids find Santa or, like, Krampus. And they find like these crazy old people and it's really his elves and he's really like a monster. And so they're rare exports. So they wind up selling the elves or something. I think that was the twist at the end. Okay. But yeah, that's like a crazy horror movie too. But again, like I'm going to say I'm 50% sure I sent the DVD of Human Centipede
to your mom,
to my mom.
Okay. That works. I mean, it checks out listening to the rest of the episode.
It checks out knowing these episodes and it checks out knowing my mom doesn't talk to them anymore.
Yeah. I think it's why.
I know you said your dad's birthday was the other day, and for his birthday, he wanted to do a human centipede.
He wanted to, but I told him I was doing an episode. Wait till I give him a proper list, and then he wanted to.
Oh, I thought you made it seem like you were going to be part of his human centipede.
No, we don't believe in family that way.
You don't believe it?
Strangers.
Okay.
And neighbors. A lot of neighbors.
Well, are the neighbors strangers?
Some of them.
Okay. Not when they have buttholes to their mouth.
No.
Right? Isn't that the saying? You're never a stranger if you got a butthole on your mouth.
Yeah, that's nice to meet you. It's like, yeah.
So we had some hiccups during this episode. I don't know if it'll come through. Hopefully it doesn't. But this was our official, aside from the Christmas episode, we never did an actual Halloween or like a holiday episode or just talk about a specific thing. And we're going to a Halloween party and tonight. And I actually, I revealed that I'm going to be Luigi.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty
that I don't have an outfit.
Well, what was your original outfit? We can talk about what your original outfit was. So he's showing me a sexy Top Gun outfit right now.
Yeah, female one. It's a kind of a dress, but it has like the pilot wings and stuff going on. And I bought aviators and dog tags, and I was going to write all over it Tanya Cruz. And then I was going to tell everyone at the party who was like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'd be like, "I thought it said Tom Cruise. I can't read. It was like fine print."
And then when you told me, I immediately interrupted and said his name in the movie is not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's not at all. But I was just going to go with that anyway. It felt right. but apparently if you're a man buying a woman's dress, I'm not a size 6 to 8.
Well, now you know.
Now I know. So anyway, for future reference.
For future reference, if anyone wants to buy Nick a dress or me a dress, I mean, I think I'm
to 10 at least.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we welcome everybody to listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go to this party tonight. We're gonna get really, we're gonna
tell everyone about this.
Oh my God, we're just gonna human centipede
at the party.
Luigi, Tanya Cruz, and a mystery. Whoever wants to join in on the human centipede.
Whoever tonight, we're gonna have some lucky people. I don't know.
I mean, we're not gonna air this today, but I guess you'll find out in a week who the third human centipede was.
Who the lucky centipede is.
Did I just inadvertently reveal there might be an orgy?
Yeah.
No, wait, human centipede is not an orgy.
No, it's not. It's a little different.
Just a little bit different?
There's a lot of similarities.
I guess the butthole is the only similarity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess we can end this episode. Happy Halloween to everybody. Happy Resident Evil. Happy Silent Hill. Happy Kurt Schilling.
Happy Kevin Spacey in Call of Duty. Happy
eggnog.
Happy eggnog to that guy.
Happy Egner. I'm sorry for what I did to her. I'm not sorry for what I did to him.
Dan Zamaro, you're called out. Sorry.
You're finally John, my brother, you're called out.
John. So
anyway.
Shirts, you've been called out?
No, shirts. Yeah. Flexing, whatever. Thank you for listening to our Halloween episode. And we hope you enjoy. We
would say game over.
But this time we'll say boo.
Scary games, don't stare at me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary, scary, scary. Scary games, don't stare at me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary? Kevin Spacey was in a Call of Duty game. Gives me the chills, chills. Scary games, don't stare at me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary? Kevin Spacey was in a Call of Duty game. Gives me the chills, chills. Scary games, don't stare at me. Resident Evil, not scared. Silent Hill, not scared. But you know what is scary, scary.